Good evening. I hope you are well. I really appreciate your time and having us call you today. The goal of this test is to get to know how college students aged 19 to 25 use Craigslist. Through this test, we would like to see how Craigslist users handle tasks such as searching and finding things with suitable quality and prices, saving advertisements, and contacting sellers. The length of this test is approximately 10 minutes. There are no right or wrong answers. I encourage you to answer honestly about your experience on the task that you will be asked to do. You will not be judged for any of your answers, as this test is strictly to evaluate Craigslist website. The information you provide is also confidential. I will be taking notes while you provide answers if that's okay. I would like to ask if we have your consent to use your voice and or video recording so that we can use the information that you're providing with us. Is this fine with you?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and get into it then. Let's start with some basic introductory questions about yourself and any experience that you may have with the website Craigslist. How old are you?
I am 18 years old.
Are you currently enrolled in any school?
I am a freshman in college.
What college?
At IUPY.
Okay, thank you. How informed are you on the website Craigslist?
I'd say fairly informed. I know about it and I know of the concept, but I don't use it as often.
Okay. If you have any experience with the site, any at all, we would like to ask you how you feel about navigating the site currently.
I think it is fairly easy to get where you want to be on the site. They use very specific um, breakdowns of each category.
Okay. Could you go into detail about how you feel the current state of Craigslist is?
Yes, I think Craigslist is an outdated website um, compared to like Google, Amazon, and other search engines. But I think the simplicity of it allows people to find things quicker than usual.
Okay. Well, thank you. Firstly, we would like you to locate the search bar on the Craigslist website. So when you are using Craigslist, if you ever have, how do you specifically look for any certain item that you're browsing for?
I usually use the search bar.
Okay. So for our first task, I would like to ask you to search for a bike within the price range of $100 to $200. Well, okay. Thank you very much. So we now, how, from a scale of 1 to 5, how difficult or easy did you think that the searching for a particular item on Craigslist was? And it's 1 being the easiest and 5 being difficult.
I'd give it a 2.
That's 2? Okay. So next, I would like to save the advertisement that correctly satisfied the previous requirements. So before we do that, here's a couple questions. So when you clicked a particular advertisement and went to the new page, could you tell me 3 buttons that stand out to you the most on that page?
I would say the reply button stands out the most since it's highlighted. And then the flag and the favorite.
Okay, thank you. Is there anything you do not know what it is or what it does?
Maybe the hide button.
Okay. Is that all? Or
Yeah, I think so.
okay, I'm just making sure. And is there anything on this page that you like or dislike?
Um, I like how it shows a little map of the vicinity of where that particular item is being sold at.
Okay. Is there anything else, or would you like to move on?
And I like all the like measurements and frame sizes on the bottom of the map to give me more of a estimate of how big the bike is.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for your responses. So we'll go ahead and start the next task. So find a way to save the advertisement according to the previous requirements. Okay, thank you. So now, after that, how easy or difficult did you think it was to save the advertisement on a scale of 1 to 5? Same way, where it's 1 being the easiest and 5 being difficult.
I'd say 1.
Okay, thank you for your response. All right, now, I would like you to try to contact the seller that sold the bike that satisfied all previous conditions. But before we start that task, I'll ask a few more questions. So, what are the things on the page that caught your attention like the most before when you were trying to contact this, like when you're trying to contact the seller?
That stood out the most
Hmm.
trying to contact them.
Well, like on this page, for like what stands out the most for you to like reply to them or like contact them?
Oh, I would say the price and the distance of how far the item is.
Okay. Um, what type of information you thought will be provided to contact the seller?
What type of information that I thought would be provided to contact the seller?
Yes. So if you want, you can go down into like the description and like look throughout the whole site just to see if there's anything else that so you can look deeper into the content that's on the page, just so you know more.
Okay. I don't see a phone number or a name, and I would usually like that.
Okay. And of your ways of communicating through the internet and modern like communication today, what is your favorite form of communication through this kind of like transaction?
I would say via text.
Okay. Well, now we would like you to try to find the information to contact the seller.
There we go.
All right. Well, one final question after that task. So how easy or difficult did you think finding the information of the seller was on the same scale of 1 being the easiest and 5 being the most difficult?
I would give it a 2.5.
2.5? Okay. Well, thank you for your time. That was the last task that we were going to ask you to do. So, thank you for your input and everything that we asked you to do today. So I hope you have a great day.
You as well.